Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Monday. Welcome to Portal Reloaded, and welcome to this stream that I randomly decided to do. So let's see if we can get the game appearing on the screen. Yeah, we can. I've actually been thinking about possibly doing regular streams on Mondays. Week by week, my schedule changes week by week, so we'll see if I can make it a regular thing or not. But anyway, I definitely wanted to share this one with you. This is Portal Reloaded. So, I don't know if you know, but Portal 2 came out almost exactly 10 years ago. We're just past the 10-year anniversary of Portal 2, which is pretty amazing. That game was amazing. And I didn't play it until several years after it came out. And I remember I had a really crummy laptop that was able to run it. So yeah, it's nice being able to run it on just look how beautiful this is. Max settings and everything, and my computer's not even breaking a sweat. I guess that's what happens when you play a 10-year-old game. Hey everybody in chat, Harry Potter's in the house. Dominic Trass, hey Trikiran, Niv, Atomic Stew, how's it going? Glad you're all able to join. Pardon me for 1 minute. I literally just scarfed down my lunch, and now I'm sitting down at a microphone. Not always a good combination. So yeah. Anyway, hope this gives you a boost today. Let's escape into some Portal Reloaded, and let's check this out. Let me know if why is the game audio not appearing? Okay, it doesn't look like the game audio is either really quiet or isn't going through the stream. Let me know if you can hear it. So let's start. But yeah, so didn't really have any planned topics, but we can discuss whatever's going on in gaming if you like, or just what's going on in life. Oh, there we go. There's some volume. The trust dash didn't not show.
Hello, test subject 4509.
4509.
Meeting stasis for 16 days and 4 decades.
16. Oh, that's cool. By the way, and kudos to
welcome to the
Valve
long-term human storage vault
for letting people make mods like this and distributing them right on Steam. It's pretty incredible. Hello, police. There's a handsome... Oh, wait. It's Ash. Never mind. Ha, 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 ha. Very funny.
Federal regulations require us to inform you that the testing ahead may result in slight cases of sore throat or blurry vision.
Blurry vision?
Or death.
Is this the COVID vault?
Any of the aforementioned side effects, please do not hesitate to write them down in your test report.
Will do. If I die, I'll be sure to make a note of it. They don't know how to count past 2. No, they don't. Not saying Valve is, doing everything right.
This vacuum tube will take you to your testing area.
This is a lot of people in stasis, by the way. I'm just realizing how many... This is like the Matrix.
Good luck.
Is that why they called this Portal Reloaded? Alright, here we go. I'll just get sucked through the Futurama vacuum tube. So no, I mean, Valve is gonna Valve, but one of the Valve things is that they're big on just allowing community-created content in their games, and that's fantastic. And we're going back to my roots a little bit here, too, because some of my very first live streams I ever did, when I was just dipping my toes in the water of this internet... This doesn't seem safe. Those companion cubes almost hit me. Wait a minute. Am I a companion cube? Am I the companion cube? Anyway, so... some of the very first live streams I ever did were streaming Portal 2 community-made levels, and Portal 1 too, also. Portal 1 also 2. Portal 2 also 1 2 2 1
Welcome to
1
the
2.
Enrichment Center. These automated messages will guide you through your test today. The door in front
Bite
of you
of
is
87.
programmed to open in approximately
20,
years. This test can be solved in 2 different ways. Option 1. Wait patiently.
Okay.
Option
Guess
2.
we're hunkering down for about 20
Time travel to
years.
The future.
Oh yeah, this is
The
the
choice is yours.
However,
If you prefer time travel, the Enrichment Center will provide you the means to pursue that option. The time portal will open, and testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
So this is the new gimmick of this game. They provide you this time portal that lets you travel between the past and the future in the same location. So we go through here.
Welcome.
I'm
to
in
the
this.
future.
I'm in the same room.
Time traveling through portals.
20
will be
years
an
in the
essential
future.
part of this testing course. In order to help you distinguish between the present and the future, this part of the Enrichment Center has been left untouched for the last 20 years. You may see some signs of decay. Don't worry, the Enrichment Center is designed to withstand centuries without proper maintenance.
Ooh. All right then.
Find a way to exit the chamber.
Oh, there's the way, I'm guessing. Find a way. It's a big mystery. Can't be this big red button over here. Oh, that opens another time portal. Okay. So if I go through here...
Welcome back.
Oh, look, a door.
If you are ever unsure which timeline you're in, simply observe your environment.
Just look around.
The present should always look a bit cleaner than the future.
No kidding. All right. All hail Gab, if you say so.
This Aperture Science test subject teleportation device will dematerialize your body and rematerialize it in the next chamber. This process is absolutely safe.
Of course it is.
Usually.
It's not like you're going to just destroy me and reawaken my consciousness elsewhere. It's a thing about transporters, teleportation in sci-fi that I've often thought about. What if you're not actually transporting the person, but you're just recreating them somewhere else, and that new individual thinks that they're the old person, but you've actually just killed the old person and implanted their memories in a completely new being?
And button-based testing with the perks of time travel.
What if? How would you know? Okay, sorry. I gotta hit my cough button here. One moment, folks. I made the mistake of having tuna and crackers for lunch. It was very dry. And that was like literally 10 minutes ago. While the countdown was happening, I was eating my lunch. Portal reminds me, will there be coverage of HLVR? I know you're quite a ways from VR content, but will that be a thing in the future? I would love to, man. I would love to if we could afford a VR
placed in the present
system.
Will appear in the same position in the future.
They're too damn expensive. Gonna need quite a few more patrons.
In the present will automatically update the location of the same cube in the future.
Oh, that's cool. So if I put the cube there, so then in the future it just sits there. So this whole chamber just stays untouched for however many decades. What if I take it?
Nice try, but bringing a present cube to the future violates the laws of causality and is therefore impossible.
But I can go through, no problem.
This future version of the cube can be moved freely without affecting its counterpart in the present.
Okay.
It will stay wherever you leave it, as long as the present cube's destiny is not altered in any way.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting to wrap my head around all of this. Not unless you're willing to give up stuff for Facebook account. Yeah, screw Facebook. So I have to... That's the way out, okay. So I put the cube there. For some reason, in the future, this disruption field is operational. Okay. There we go. Easy! Give me a hard one, man.
Continue to the next chamber.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I wish Facebook would just stay out of everything. Oh, look.
Understanding the concept of cause and effect will be vital to solving the upcoming tests. Simply put, everything you do in the present has an impact on the future, but not the other way around.
Okay. Is that how time works? Let's see. All right. So we are in the future. Need to push both of these buttons to open the door. Got a cube. This is future cube. So, okay, let's see. Put this on here. If I go to the future... No, this is the past. What the hell? Okay, then. So, past cube. If I put this on here... That opens the door. Oh, wait. Wait, no? Past cube is on the button. I can put future cube on the other button, but that's not going to affect the past, though. All right, then. Okay. Wait, can I bring... I can't bring the past cube to the future.
To clarify, you cannot take a cube from the present with you to the future.
What about a cube from the future to the past? What? I can bring a cube from the future to the past? All right. Good to know. Oh, but it's gone now. So I gotta put... Okay. I gotta put it here. Then go get the future cube. Bring it back. There we go.
Good thinking. While it is impossible to bring a present cube to the future, this clever trick allows you to have two versions of the same cube in one timeline. This will prove to be very useful in future chambers.
All right. Elevator go down. Give me the cube. Can't bring past... I'm in the past. Can't bring past cube into the future. This looks simple enough. What's up here? Oh, okay. Okay. I bring past cube into the... No, future cube into the past, and then I place it down and that... Okay. Nope. Nope. That's not what we do. Hold on. Because this is the one from the future. So moving this will destroy that one. Gotcha. Can I throw this? No, I can only drop it. Alright, so I'm going to put this here. Alright, then take future cube. Put it on the button. And then I can grab this one. That'll dematerialize. And then up we go. Alright, there we go. Alright. Very cool so far. Very well made. So... Alright, what's going on, everybody? What's going on in your lives today? Let me know how your Mondays are going. Hope they're going well. Apparently there's new Starfield news, but I have not had a chance to look at what it was. Saib sent me a message about it just before I went live. I wasn't able to access
Always remember,
the message that he
of an object in the present,
sent me.
The future version of that object will be affected as well. If this sounds too complicated, you're in luck. The next chamber will only heavily rely on your understanding of this very basic concept.
Only heavily. Very, very true to the spirit of the original Portal, this dialogue. I like it a lot. So, stairs are activated by button. Can't jump. Have no feet. And eventually they do incorporate traditional portals. Oh, look at this. The ramp fell. Oh, Saib wants to know if he should join to talk about it. What do you think? Should I let Saib onto the stream? Let's take a community vote. Oh, I'm an asshole sometimes. Sure, I'll get you on in just a sec. Wait, do I need both buttons pushed? So I need a second cube. How do I get it? Oh, I use this one to jump up. That's what I do. Okay. Oh, that... Alright. That did it. Past cube. Okay. Gotta get this straight in my head. I can move the past cube. No. If I move the past cube, the future cube disappears. Because then it's no longer where it was. But I can move... So, I have to move the... I have to place the past cube. Then I can move the future cube as much as I want. Okay, so I do that. Then I go get the one from the future. Okay. Man! This is bending my brain. And then they're gonna add regular portals in eventually too. What? Wait, what? Why you not work? Wait, what the heck? Oh. The button has to be not pushed. The button has to be not pushed. Son of a... What am I doing here? Okay. Alright, I'll get Saib on here. Basic temper... You're the one who told me yesterday that this game would confuse you, so... By the way, it's not... It's the button thing that... Oh, Saib's calling me. It's a button thing. I got the buttons backwards. How's it going?
No. You didn't understand me. I was very clear. Temporal mechanics are a headache. It doesn't confuse me. It's just a headache. I'm bad at this. In fact, apparently, I'm really good at this. So yes, you take the
if you say so.
And you put the present cube up on the ledge because it's in the present.
Yes.
This is the cube, by the way.
This is the present cube, so I have to... So I guess I put it... Yeah, okay, put it there. I get the past cube. Okay, I see how this works. I had the button reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. You actually have to have no cube on the floor button in order for the door to open. So, what's going on with Starfield?
So, there's... It's very hard to keep things a secret, as you know.
Yep.
Because secret things are not really, secret things are not really that secret when you have to move
understand
in
the
giant
of cause and effect and how cubes behave
mega corporation terms.
Now,
yep.
I guess
let's move on to something more.
That's the way to say it. So corporations move as a giant thing at a time, right? Which means that in order for Coca-Cola to unleash a new product, they have to run it past a bunch of tests. It has to go to the FDA for testing for because it's a food and drink item. They have to make sure that it's not going to poison people. Then they have to run, they run naturally a whole bunch of other tests. Then they have to copyright things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's very hard to unveil something. That's why, and a lot of our leaks just come from basic, basic searching out copyright stuff and that kind of thing.
Yep.
So basically, a copyright has been filed for Starfield, in which it's directly linked to basically releasing products publicly.
Okay.
And the type of thing that they covered is filed only in the year that it is used. So Microsoft and Bethesda have filed to activate a Starfield in development trademark for Starfield.
Okay.
And so this means that Starfield is,
for now, however,
there's something going to drop about it this year. Period.
Right.
Like, unless they just file this and then they don't use it. That is optional as well, but there is a limit at how often you can do that. It's kind of like if I was going to come up with a themed chessboard, right, and sell that themed chessboard, and I was going to call it Pop Lolly Stockings, chessboard, and I filed this particular thing about that every single year for the next 10 years, eventually I would get in trouble, because basically I'm just sitting on a trademark and not actually using that trademark.
Right. Yeah.
So there are repercussions to somebody doing this and then not releasing a product. So this is kind of more or less why certain things had to be done. This is also why when CDPR said that they had to launch in 2020, they had to launch in 2020. That was part of the thing, right? So which is why a lot of these corporations run into these problems to begin with. So basically right now what we're seeing this like gentle nod to the fact that they are in fact planning to go through with this.
Okay.
So yeah, so does that mean that the game is releasing this year? No, it doesn't mean the game is releasing this year. It means that there's a potential for the game to release this year, but more likely what we're going to be seeing is it could still release this year, or it could just be a big chunk of marketing, an alpha, or a handful of other things. It could be that they have some merch that starts to go out, that starts to get ready, and then that merch is part of the thing. But I think we feel I think we feel that I've been saying this for a while, that Bethesda's been working on this game for a very long time. They have been working on this game for basically as longer than CDPR was working on Cyberpunk 2077 in its current iteration.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's a long time. They've been working on this. Yeah, they've been working on this since they wrapped up their work on Fallout 4. Now, Fallout 76, I've said this number of times, was most of that work was done by another studio. Bethesda's main studio only helped them out with a little bit of the programming side. So that was a handful of programmers doing stuff. There was some map people who did some work and some other people, but it wasn't their entire studio. So basically their entire studio has been working on this project now for a few years. And internally, I've heard the rumors, which again, I have to really heavily state are rumors, that this is the most polished game that they have before release ever. So this game is more polished than any other game they've ever released, essentially.
Right. What? Yeah.
Especially in the terms of like current gen, Bethesda, right? Instead of like something.
You're not going back to like Daggerfall, but
yeah. So that's the potential that we're seeing here, is that this game might drop this year, because really Xbox needs a big launch title, basically, and that was supposed to be Halo, and that has been pushed back to. We're hearing rumors now that's not going to be done until next year. Really, really, really all over the place. They say I'm low. Am I low?
Oh, yeah, I fixed it now.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've,
Yeah. So this is kind of huge. Starfield is not on a new engine, but it's on a vastly improved engine. And again, we've talked about this before. Engines are not the same as they're not quite like how most people assume them to be. Most people assume an engine is like permanently like stuck in whatever version that it is, but it's essentially it's sort of like if you're wanting like a car comparison. I use car comparisons all the time because it's easy. Most other people understand cars. They've replaced every part of the car multiple times over, and there were a handful of like really old bits that hadn't been replaced up until recently. But even that, apparently, they've pulled out and replaced most of those things. So if that's the case, we're looking at something that's like that's really should be quite new. Again, I don't want to get people's hopes up. All I want to say is that this isn't the same engine that was used to build Fallout 4, and even really the same engine that's been used to build Fallout 76. Even 76 is not the same engine that they launched with now. They've had to go in, and that's part of the problem and part of the pain of that game has been that they have had to go in and they've had to replace major things
yeah.
all at once. They've had about 3 major build updates where it basically changed the core of the engine. Now again, that's changing the game post release, which is a lot harder and a lot more limiting than changing an engine before before you even start working on the next game. And we know that they have been working on this stuff for a while now. So I'm hopeful that we will get a game that is not doesn't feel like the clunkiness of the last several games, and that we will have something that's actually somewhat new and interesting. But yeah, this release, this paperwork release basically means that we're getting something related to Starfield this year. My thought is Microsoft needs this as a launch product. They probably were shopping for this in the last few years. They probably approached Bethesda once or twice before, and there was some interest there. Either that or they were going to go public. We know that they wanted to go public before 76 released, and that a bunch of idiots were saying, "Oh yes, we're going to release 76, and it's gonna hype our company up like you've never seen before, and then that's when we're going to go public, and we go public, and then we're going to charge $1,000 a share, and we're all going to become billionaires overnight." Really crazy, like creepy, like James Bond-esque villainous stuff. But then 76 released, and it was a train wreck, and it ruined their company, it ruined their reputation, and every analyst was saying, well, basically you've screwed the pooch on this. If you went public today, you're only going to get like a quarter of what you were thinking that you might get as like a low end a couple months ago. So basically nothing. And that was really bad. So they went from wanting to go as a public company to looking for a private buyer, like a private buyout. And so they approached, I would imagine that they probably approached, I suspect that the Microsoft had expressed an interest to them because they were friendly. So they were expressing a friendly interest for a buyout. But then what's his name, who was running the ZeniMax, passed away. So they decided, all right, let's do it. Let's just sell out to Microsoft. We'll retain a bunch of control, rules and things, and we'll set up a really good positive deal, and then we'll pay everybody out. We'll pay out his estate. We'll do all this stuff, and then boom, it's out. And then we will have a launch exclusive that is actually, for the most part, fairly next gen.
Yeah, interesting.
And so this means that Microsoft has seen the product, and they feel very confident that this is a good product. And I suspect, and I think that they feel potentially that they could launch it this year. And I feel
some funny comments from the chat here. I just want to get to. Sure. Yeah, Funky says the whole tool chain is new for Starfield. Yeah, the I mean, you call it the same engine, you can call it a different engine. Like the point is, it's built from the same engine, but it's like Ship of Theseus, right? Or you replace every part of a car, is it the same car? Or you replace all of the engine in the car, is it the same car? Max Darrett says, "Won't someone please think of the memes? Will it have memeable bugs? That is the question." And Atomic Stew says, "After Fallout 76, it has to be so polished you can't stand the shine." Agreed.
Yep.
This puzzle's kicking my ass.
I haven't been watching because motion sickness and
Yeah, no,
whatnot.
I understand
So, okay,
that.
show me the thing.
Well,
so you're
okay,
in,
doors
you
over
got a
there.
portal.
Doors over there. I got to get over there. What confused me at first
Oh.
is there's two of these little alcoves. There's one there and one there. One with the 7th sign, one with the exit. So if I go here and to the left, so I figured out how to get there. So I can get the.
See, I'm also watching this on a delay, which just makes me want to hurl.
You can keep talking about other stuff. I'm just kind of thinking out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do we know anything else about what this might mean for us?
There's a lot. So the potential is quite. The potential is really there, I would say, for a fall release.
Like a shell.
Or a fall or possibly even sooner release, because Microsoft and Bethesda have said that they're going to be at E3 doing their thing, and that Bethesda is going to have its own thing again.
Okay.
Bethesda's only going to have its own thing again if they actually have something to talk about. And I mean, what would they possibly talk about? I mean, they just did the announcement for the next Elder Scrolls thing, so there's like some update that they can give there, but it's not going to be super huge. They could give another update about a handful of other stuff, but like that would all be like small news. And they've already seen what happens when you host a news conference. You don't actually have anything to say. You get roasted just as bad if you had a really, really terrible live stream. So why would they risk it? Why would they risk it if not for that? So I have a sort of a feeling, and it's just a gut feeling right now. It's a gut feeling because of like all the math that's just kind of sitting there. And again, trying to get information out of Bethesda is like trying to pull, it's like trying to pull a molar from a crocodile who's very, very, very hungry and has a taste for your blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is very difficult, and you can't trust what you get. When you're going through third sources, because a lot of that's been proven to be BS before. So really what we have to go on is the fact that they have this thing, which could be one of two things. Either the game is going to release this year, or they're going to release some kind of news, or some kind of like maybe another great idea. And again, this is very possible because this world is completely new. And there's nobody knows anything about this universe. It's a completely new story. It's a new IP. Maybe they want to release a book this year, or some kind of like an animated thing, or some kind of an interactable story. Maybe a companion app. There's a handful of different things that they could release this year. Again, they were the ones who invented the idea of releasing a companion app with the similarly themed app. They released Fallout Shelter just ahead of Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
So could be that they're doing something like that to try and get people interested in it. Say what you want about Elder Scrolls Blades, and it's kind of a derpy thing. It has decent gameplay, and it has gameplay that's actually true to the original series of the game. This first person dungeon crawler, which is like you go into rooms and you battle whatever in that room, and then you go to the next cell, the next like room, and it's like this like take a step forward, you enter this thing, take a step forward, you enter this thing. It was a very popular mechanic back then, and the game more or less captured that fairly decently well. It's not a bad version of it. I don't like the microtransactions. Nobody likes the microtransactions. I never hear somebody going, "Oh man, I can't wait for this game. I'm gonna blow like $1,000 on this microtransaction and get absolutely nothing because of it. Woo! Can't wait." Nobody does that. Nobody says that. People are like, stupid microtransaction. A handful of people are like, "I'm so glad I've got so much money." I've met people like that when it comes to smoking. Like, "Oh, the government's going to raise taxes on smoking again. I'll show them I'm still rich enough to poison my lungs." Yeah, it's good stuff.
All right.
I've actually heard people do that before. Again, I understand smoking's a, there's lots of people who smoke, and if you're smoking, I don't hold it against you. I just wish that, I hope that you're healthy, and some people, they smoke every day of their life until they're 99. It's all about genetics. So
time for classic Portal momentum time.
yes. So I mean, that's what I feel. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm sensing. I'm getting this feel that they're going to do obviously something. Is it going to be the full game release? We don't know. I would wager that it's likely, but not necessarily like 100%. I would not say definitely releasing this year, guys, because again, we've seen what they've done before. There's a good chance that they might drop an app or a companion program or something like that. Could be that they want to introduce the world of the series first. A good way of doing that would be to do a mini series. We're starting to see that. The Dota series really took off and was really well done. And it's actually easier to hide creating an animated miniseries today than it is on hiding a major game release. So that's something that could pop out. Little mobile app is again something that could pop out. So we might get something like that late fall. They might have an announcement. If they say it was a 3-pronged approach, they're going to have a series, then they're going to have a game, then they're going to have the main game release. So series, an app, and then a game. Just again, pure speculation. If that's what they were going to do, which is a really good business idea, they would release the series sometime this summer or something like that. Summer fallish, right? They're gonna release it in August, let's say. Then they're gonna release the game app, this little app thingy, closer to like November, December kind of thing. And then the game is gonna release sometime next year, to give everybody a chance to stew into the world, to get into it. The Expanse is this amazing sci-fi show that's done extremely well. If you want to introduce a sci-fi story right now, one of the best ways to do that is in some form of a narrative. So again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's dropping this year, as far as the main game goes, but it would also make sense, and it would also be really helpful to Microsoft if they happen to release Starfield as their main, as this one of these big main title games, throw it out there and then have people just go nuts over it. That would be great. But is it ready? Has it been, is it as ready as it should be, as it could be? We've all seen what happens when a company doesn't polish, doesn't check things, doesn't make things come out the way that it needs to. I feel really worried about this game because just because, again, nobody knows about this, right? Nobody has any understanding or logic or experience with this universe. It's a brand new IP, and that is a huge risk because they don't know whether or not that's going to fly or not. So, yeah, this is kind of huge. So, I don't know. Fingers crossed. I would say, bet that we're going to be doing something related to Starfield this year, but it may not actually be a game. Maybe something else. So that's what my gut feeling says. And again, I've heard a lot of rumors. I have some info on Bethesda, but none of that stuff I can confirm because none of that stuff is coming from more than one source.
Do you think though that if they released something else? Oh, by the way, so Funky. This is actually a community-made mod called Portal Reloaded. It's brand new. You can download it for free if you well, you can download it for free. It'll only work if you own Portal 2. But yeah, I just grabbed it through Steam. It's a community-made mod for the game, and its release date was coordinated with the 10th anniversary of Portal 2, so it's kind of cool for that. Polly says, wait, Ash does not have a mustache. What else was I lied to about? Well, you can never really trust anything that Time Bean comes up with. So there's that. But no, I don't and never have and probably never will if I value my marriage, So anyway. All right. I kind
Yeah.
of understand this puzzle, but anyway. All right. Well, anything else? Oh, yes, I was going to ask. So, I mean, what about... That was a pathetic... I got caught on the edge of the portal or something there. Why is that not working? Oh, it's angled like... Is it angled more? So... oh, there we go. There we go. I got it. So, yeah, my question is... If they release something not a game that is Starfield, like, how are people going to react to that? Because it doesn't seem like people would necessarily react well.
Well, again, it entirely depends on what it was. If I were in the room, right before Fallout 4 released, and we didn't know that Fallout 4 was releasing at this, at that similar time, I would have said, "Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? Why on earth do you think this would be a good idea? Releasing a microtransaction game right before, like, oh no, don't do that. That's horrible. That is completely wrong. Don't do that." But honestly, we would have had the same. Yeah, we would have ended up having the same conversation basically. So I think that it entirely depends what it is and how good it is. That's
But the
thing.
the thing with Fallout Shelter, I think, is what you were referring to, is that it, like, that came out the day they announced Fallout 4, which was coming out like 5 months later. And so
But again, if they talk about, like, the content coming out, and then 3 months later the game, a mobile game comes out, and then 3 months after that, then the main game comes out, or 6 months after that, the main game comes out, that's still not horrendous, right?
no, if it's a matter of months, but if it's only that and no talk about when the game's coming out or no info about the game, that might be. I can see people not reacting well to that. Like, people want a game from Bethesda. They don't want like, it's not that they necessarily don't want other stuff, extended universe stuff, but that's to supplement. They're expecting Starfield to be. I don't know what people are expecting Starfield to be. I'm hoping for a good RPG. We need one, and
Right now, I'm honestly between this, like, RPG slash, like Minecraft thing. That's kind of where my head is at. I'm kind of thinking like that, but I'm thinking like that because that's all we've seen recently, right? Like, we've seen a bunch of these, like, open worldish, like, space sim type things, and they're all
yeah.
more or less the exact same thing. So am I hoping for something better? I think so. I hope so.
Yeah,
But
I know, Niv. It's a little bit. I know why you're laughing. A good RPG from Bethesda. I know, but
hey, Skyrim and Fallout 4 are still some of the best RPGs on the market, hands down. Like, they really, really are. So
I think that there are definitely some who would disagree with you on that. I mean,
probably they'd be wrong, but it's fine.
and I guess it also depends what we're talking about as far as a good RPG. Like, what's a good RPG? Like, for some people, it means
A good
literally.
RPG.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it depends
A
on the
good
person.
RPG for me is that I can make my own story with pretty much in any way that I want to. And the fact, and I mean, mods help a lot, of course. Like, Skyrim vanilla is like a decent RPG, but Skyrim with my mods, the mods that I choose to play with, and the mods that other people choose to play with, and the options that it gives them, those mods, that it suddenly makes it the best RPG you can play right now.
Yes,
Period.
but
Hands down.
I mean, that's modded, not vanilla from Bethesda, right?
Exactly. So what's that button do?
This button opens this time portal here. I'm trying to figure out a way. I need to get a portal up there, and then I need to jump from a reasonable amount of height to.
So what's what on the future zone? What does the future zone look like? Go into the future zone. Show me the future zone.
It's kind of it's mostly the same, but just run down. They both have
Like
this.
it is it mostly the same or is it exactly the same? Because those are two very 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 different things.
I think it's exactly the same. I don't see anything missing. They both have these fields here. This is what I have to. Okay, this is what I have to test. If I place a portal, oh no, my portal is still there in the past. So if I go through this field in the future, it doesn't disrupt my past portals. All right.
Yeah.
So this, I think. All right, I think I know what I have to do. I think we'll see. We'll see if I'm smart or not. I think I gotta go here. Jump.
Funky, you're
heck did I
absolutely
just do?
right. Funky, you're absolutely right. In a good RPG requires characters and a story, right? That are the characters are living their life. They're living their story, and then you interact with their story. You know, a good RPG is one where we both, there's a whole bunch of players that enter a village, and of those players entering that village, each of those players are drawn to do a different activity within the village and interact with different NPCs within that village, who then send them out on quests, interact with them in some way, or maybe perhaps murdered by them. You know, if you're playing a psychopath, perhaps you fall in love with one of them. I know that. I'm like, I was the type of player who never got interested in any of the main characters. I mean, Lydia was, Lydia, like, I think, she was kind of like tempting, as a romanceable partner, but I really was attracted to some of these random NPCs that I would find, right? Like, and I was always kind of like miffed that I was like, wow, look at this one girl. She's like she's an adventurer, and she's out in the world just doing her own thing. That's so cool. And then I get to talking with her, and I'm like, yeah, that's great. Now in the vanilla game, can't do very much with that. Once they added all the DLCs, well, then you could approach them. But once you added the mods, and then a bunch of people modded in like extra voices and extra dialogues and extra options, it's like suddenly my interest and my interaction with some of these people go from very low to nothing to like, wow, I freaking love you. So Polly's with a huge super chat says, I have zero trust with game companies left. I also have nothing to play. Outriders is the best thing I have so far to game, and it's sad. I hope that Resident Evil 8 will be a good game. I hope I won't pre-order. Starfield does not have my hype.
Fair enough.
I don't encourage anybody to pre-order.
I wouldn't pre-order anything.
I wouldn't pre-order Starfield right now. I have no intention of pre-ordering Starfield. I will most likely pre-order Starfield within about 24 hours of launch because I have to review it. I have to play it. As a content creator who covers games that are like that, and again, Skyrim and Fallout 4 are basically my top two favorite games, right? But again, I heavily stipulated that that's modded. If there were no mods, those games would be like they would be below my they would probably be below my top 10. Honestly, they would be below my top 10, but easily. And I think that that's the most important thing to kind of like focus on. Is that yes, right now major game companies have royally screwed the pooch, and they're royally letting a lot of people down. And we are very worried that they are not going to have our back when it comes to future content. The other thing that's insulting is the level of like censorship that these games are starting to face. That where they're not willing to be edgy or to try something new. they're edgy and like, oh, we'll make this one character wear like lots of leather and that'll be edgy. It's like, no, that was edgy like 50 years ago. Like like it's not weird to me that a lot of these game companies are partnering with musicians who were at one point edgy but have now been like Hollywood sanitized, like cleaned. They've gone through the professional cleaners in Hollywood. They've been whitewashed and they've been steamed and pressed, and now they come out and now they're safe. They censor the swears in their old songs, where they used to swear and they used to say the S word and the F word. They've taken those out. They bleep those out now when they're singing their concerts, because that's not selling tickets to general family type people. It's that kind of stuff, and I mean, it's really gross. It's really gross when we sit back and we watch what some of these companies do. Max Rat says, "What else does Bethesda have to talk about at E3?" Not much, right? Like not much. Obviously, some new projects. That I think they've got a lot of new projects. I think they've got some updates for a lot of things that their smaller studios are doing. I am crossing my fingers for a remake on or either a remake of New Vegas or a new New Vegas. Oh, that would be
New Vegas would be
so good.
Well, okay, so let's think about this for a second. So Bethesda's going to be at E3. They must have something to talk about. Right?
They clearly do. They clearly have something big to talk about.
And if again, they only have one thing to talk about.
I think the biggest. I think I had a dream. I had a dream, ladies and gentlemen. I woke up having a dream. Couple. It was like a month or two ago. I think I alluded to it. I had a dream that that Todd Howard was on stage, and he talked about he was like, and the things that I would, these are great things that we're hoping to do, but there's also things that we need to set right. And the head dude at Microsoft walks out. He's like, we want to start by saying 76 was a mess, and we're sticking with it. Here's all the changes and updates that we've done with it. We don't want you to feel that you have to like the game, but we want you to feel that we're not letting you. We're going to fix our mistake. And then people clap and cheer. And talking about fixing mistakes, we want to keep here at the family of Microsoft. We want studios to be able to know that they don't have to live in fear of another studio, or they don't have to harbor anger at other studios for past things. And then the team, 5 people from Obsidian Entertainment walk out, and everybody's like, oh my god, what's happening? They're like, sorry, we wanted to apologize for the way we treated you as Fallout New Vegas. It was a corporate decision that was rude at the time, and we want to make this up to you by working with you and everybody started to lose their minds, and he's like, we're announcing today that we're making that Obsidian is making New Vegas, and everybody screams and loses their minds. It's like that's a great dream. Will it work? Will it happen? Very
guarantee that will not happen.
The events. I've given this argument before. If you don't necessarily want to make multiple games that are identical and release them all in the same year, you don't even want to release a bunch of games that are basically identical, that are a year apart. You want at least 2 years difference. And right now, the most optimal thing for the new for Bethesda, Microsoft and Obsidian to do is for Obsidian to put a hold on its Avowed game and to transition immediately upon the buyout to working on the next New Vegas game. And then once because that would come out before, that would come out relatively soon, and in comparison to the next Elder Scrolls, then the Elder Scrolls would come out. Then after a few years of Elder Scrolls being out, then they would release Avowed again. That would make the most logical sense. But again, like we may or may not see that. So yeah.
Niv said F New Vegas 2. Oh, you're not a fan of that idea?
What? Who said that?
Niv.
Niv. Where did Niv say that?
In the chat. Maybe he meant F yeah, New Vegas 2.
For some reason I didn't see it. It must have hit it on me. Yeah, this automatic like hiding of chat things. If you guys ever wonder why your chat doesn't show up sometimes,
maybe it's
because
are you set
Google...
to top chat? Yeah, like because I see them all obviously on mine. But yeah, if you're set to top chat.
No, I have it.
I was watching somebody yesterday.
Oh, yeah, live chat. Yeah, it was set on top chat. What the WTF? Good Lord.
Yeah.
I honestly, I know some people didn't like New Vegas for very wrong reasons. I have to say this. It was
wrong
for
reason.
Wrong reasons.
Okay, hold on. No, everyone,
hold on. Let me finish.
Wrong reasons.
When the game came out, there was a lot of people who immediately crapped on the game because it didn't have the feeling of Fallout 3. That was the wrong reason, because it's two totally different slices of the same genre, right? So they weren't going to replicate exactly, nor did we want them to replicate everything that you played in Fallout 3. Why would you want that, right? So that was part one. That was part one. Part two, people said that, oh, the game was buggy. But in every possible setting and scenario where you played New Vegas, contrasted to the original release of Fallout 3 without all of the patches and updates and fixes, New Vegas was more stable than Fallout 3 was. But again, rose-colored glasses came into effect and basically made it so that you thought you were playing a more buggy version of the game. You weren't. You were playing a vastly improved version of the game. Yeah, there were some bugs, but not nearly as many that were in Fallout 3 when it released. But again, people totally forget about that. Also, people forget that a lot of people are like, yeah, I played Fallout 3 and I loved it. Like, when did you pick up Fallout 3? On release, or like a month or two after release? And a lot of people, you look at their history, and I love Steam for this, because you can like get somebody to pull this up sometimes. It's like, when did you start playing Fallout 3? Like, it was like 6 months after it came out. Well, of course you had a better experience than somebody who played it on release, right?
Yeah.
So,
by the way, Niv says he liked New Vegas, just the idea of
okay.
The idea of dropping everything for New Vegas too.
I would say yes, except for the fact that the New California, the story on the West Coast of Fallout is one of, I feel, the best written stories ever. It's, Fallout 1, Fallout 2, even some of this, Van Buren, a bunch of this other story that was created, the Fallout Bible. This was all based in the West Coast. And the team that created Fallout New Vegas 1 was the same team, largely, not the exact same team. It was like 80% of the original team that created those games. So yes, of course, I like, for me, it's like one of the best things ever. Like, New Vegas is still one of the best games ever. I wish that they could update the gameplay, the graphics, the engine, the everything on that. It was one of the best games I ever played, and it was one of the best things that I just absolutely effing love that game more than anything else. It's easily my number. If Skyrim and Fallout 2, Fallout 4 didn't exist, New Vegas would still be my number one. But just because the difficulty of modding that game and all the fact that the animations are crap, like they're really garbage, like they're really terrible. Controls are really not as smooth out in the other games. So obviously, yeah, at the time, and still is probably one of my favorite games of the time, easily. So yeah, of course, I don't want new Obsidian at Funky Ass. So also, do the people who worked on New Vegas still at Obsidian? Most of them are, yes.
See you,
But the
Max.
vast
Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Talk to you.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon. So yeah, a lot of them are. There's a big chunk of people there. So yeah. Yeah, even if it's not called New Vegas 2, but if it's like in that same vein, I think.
I believe their next iteration, the next iteration was supposed to be in New California. That was where they were going to go with that.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, I've got to run. But yeah, I'm super excited over this, and I mean, keep the chat and keep the conversation coming. And yeah, we'll probably talk about this. We'll probably snip this out and create a little video for it. So
yeah, we'll probably talk about it more on the Tuesday, Wednesday podcast, whatever that may be. All right.
Howdy, peace.
All right, see you, Side. All right. So I could turn the game audio up a bit more. So that's the Fallout, not the Fallout New Vegas. That's the Starfield news and some other stuff about Bethesda. So I think they have the potential to really make things better post 76 debacle. Let's see. Funky says, if I put myself in the shoes, I do not know that I would want to go back to something I did 10 years ago to do a sequel, although we kind of see that quite a lot these days. In games, that's not unusual, though. It's not unusual. Now, if you're talking about the people, like the people, would they want to go back to their old project to do a sequel to it? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. All right, they kind of, I mean, with the Outer Worlds, it was kind of a spiritual, it was kind of a spiritual successor to Fallout. It was had a very Fallout-ish feel, even though it was a very different setting. So, I don't know, did they maybe get their Fallout vibe from that? All right. Gotta think through this one. This one's already, I don't even know how far we are through the game, but these are getting very, very thought-provoking already. By the way, let me know what else is going on that you want to talk about. Otherwise, I'll just yammer on about Portal. Portal, one of my favorite games. The potential for fantastic puzzles. Tell me if you would like to see a Portal 3. And tell me also specifically if you would like to see a Portal 3 VR game. Or if you think that would be too vomit-inducing. Just going to take a swig of water here. Okay. So the deal with this is I've got to get... First of all, I got to put the cube on a portalable surface. So, as long as it doesn't... It screwed me up before because I dropped it down there and then it bounced onto the non-portalable surface. Funky says, a VR handheld, whatever, more Portal, please. I'm inclined to agree. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but this is what I've figured out so far. So I can... Hope this isn't making anyone dizzy, but... Oh. There we go. Now I'm up on this platform. And now I can bring the... Oops, okay. There we go. Come on. I can bring the cube to me a similar way. Grab that. I can put it on here. And that will... Now if I jump off here, I can shoot myself over there. There we go. Wait, is that just it? Was I way overcomplicating it? Oh, yes, that's right. Now I gotta get the cube off of there. Now this is the present day cube. So I got to do this in the future, and I've got to bring the no. Son of a gun. I got to bring the future cube back here. My brain. Okay. We do have Stalkers 2 to hopefully make everything already. Yeah. Portal as is seems to work really good with VR. Everything seems to be there, just need refinement. So if I move the past cube, it destroys the future cube. So first, I've got to put the past cube where I need it. That's the first thing I got to do. Which means I just screwed myself because I had it where I needed it to be. So I needed to drop it, fling it up there. Because I need the past cube to be where it was. Okay. Alright, let's do this again. There we go. Now bring me... Oh, right. Need that portal there. There. Okay. Oh, no, I totally did that wrong. Let's drop this back down there. I just needed to do its infinite falling thing. Put the orange portal there, fling that over to the... Alright. Past cube is by the door. Ali Mafu says, speaking of VR, my problem with it is the lack of interactive between different VRs. Every VR has a different OS and hardware, which complicates things. Yeah, so everything is very hardware specific. I agree, that's kind of... That does make things tricky. I imagine eventually there may be some standards. Aren't there some systems that are more generic, though? I don't know a ton about VR, simply because, like, I haven't been able to afford a system to actually use it. So, okay, now I gotta go get. If I do this, this should be okay. Grab Future Cube, bring Future Cube back to the past. Now I'm assuming past cube... Yeah, it's still up there. It's still up there. Okay, we're good. We're good. So now I gotta do the same thing? No, not the same thing. I do have to do this in a similar way, though, so... Boom. I just need to bring past cube here where I am. Almost done this puzzle, and then I will look at the chat messages again. Alright. Now, alright, we're good, we're good. So that's good. Now I've got to fling myself through this. Whoop. Whoa, I almost went up through the ceiling. That was weird. Infinite falling. Where is... Okay, I apologize if this is making you dizzy. There we go. Now I move this. Future cube vanishes, and I can go through the door. Booyah! Oh, man, these puzzles are so cool.
Move on to some more advanced challenges.
Do you think VR is competing with AR? Because, I mean, they're different technologies, really. Unless you're talking about... Because with AR, you are limited to your immediate environment, and it overlays things on that environment. With VR, you know, you're completely immersed, and it creates a whole additional world. So, yeah, I mean, Pokemon Go versus Half-Life Alyx seems like a completely different beast to me. There's no generic platform yet except the web VR extensions, so that's something that will hopefully it'll be like, just like, I mean, I can't say that. I guess I can't say that for other games either, because there are a lot of things that are platform specific, but hopefully a lot of VR titles will become, eventually you'll have a third party make a game and it'll release on everything. Maybe your first party titles will release only on yours. Atomic says, yes, Poly's definitely out-hyped now. No more getting on that train for me. Unless the industry homologates hardware, VR will stay expensive and no industry has found a middle ground yet. Yeah.
If you are ever unsure where you placed your portals or where you left a cube in the other timeline, feel free to use the puzzle element indicator switch on your portal device.
How do I do that?
This will display holographic projections of your portals and cubes in the other timeline.
Well, that would have been helpful to know. How do I do it? Toggle time travel indicators. Okay. Alright, so if I go to... Oh, that's where they are in the past. Okay, I gotcha. Interesting. Alright. Apple is said to be gearing up for an ultra-expensive VR headset. Well, there's another way to say that. Apple is gearing up to release a VR headset. The ultra-expensive goes without saying. What does this mean? 1, 2, 3. What do I have to do? 3. Okay. The button's gone in the past here. Wait, I'm guessing maybe I have to push them in order. Okay. So here, button 1. Oh, I see. Gotta be fast. So I gotta push button 1. Wait, I'm in the... Okay. I think I've got to just do some fancy maneuvering. Oh yeah, I think I see. I'm going to do something like this. So I've got to go boink. Go through here. Another time portal. Hit number 2. And then somehow, really, really fast, get through to number 3. I think what I'm going to do... Yes, okay, that's good. And I already have a... Okay, I already have a portal here, but I'm going to move the orange one there. So when I end up over there, then I can just hop through... So after pushing button 2, just hop through the blue portal, run through here, and push button 3. Let's see here. Chernobylite is looking very promising. Haven't looked at that one in a while. Let's see. Polly says there are some games I wait as a backer. Chernobylite is going for full release in July. Also, I keep an eye on Ready or Not as a backer and alpha tester. The true spiritual successor to SWAT 4. You guys are into all these games I've never heard of. I should check some of these out. Okay, so these will stay... These portals will stay put because I'm in the past right now, so I can go to the future and move the portals wherever I want with no issues. So I go through here. I just saw myself there. There we go. There's button 1. All right. Button 1 through the portal. Okay. Through time portal, button 1. Back to here, through there, another time portal, button 2, and then just jump through the nearest portal. Let's see if I got this. Oh, time portal. 2. Am I going to make it? 3. I did it. That was a cool puzzle. So tell me about Chernobylite. What is
make your way
what is
over these
Chernobylite?
turret redemption platforms. Unfortunately, they did not survive their trip to the future. Come to think of it, it's actually quite remarkable that you are still alive.
Am I supposed to... Hang on, I'm going for it. I'm going with the bots. Ah! Nope, okay. Apparently not.
Quickly make your way over these turret redemption platforms. Unfortunately, they did not survive their trip to the future.
Turret redemption
Come
platforms.
to think of it, it's actually quite remarkable that you are still alive.
Well, that's good to know. I went through a time portal. Why wouldn't I be alive? There's nothing here. You miss GLaDOS? Or GLaDOS? See, yeah, another reason to get... Well, I am supposed to go on here, but I'm supposed to then hop this way. Okay, we've got... Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Here I am going through this for the first time because I'm an expert gamer.
Quickly make your way over these turret redemption platforms. Unfortunately, they did not survive their trip to the future. Come to think of it, it's actually quite remarkable that you are still alive.
See, another reason to get an official Portal 3 as opposed to, like, these community mods are great,
you are
but
concerned about your odds of survival. Don't be.
an official
Remember,
Portal 3
the
would bring
test
us more
subject
GLaDOS.
teleportation devices at the start of each test section. Should you die at any point during this test, we can simply rearrange the atoms you are made of and put them back together. Good as new.
And that's the same, yeah. Right on. So I'm in chamber 12 of 25. This is a big mod. I mean, not as big as Portal 2, but I'm impressed with how large this is. You know, back in the day, I used to play all kinds of individual modded, community-made levels for these games, but there weren't a ton. There were a few. There's been a few others. There was Thinking with Time Travel. There was what's that other one? Mel. Portal Stories Mel. That one was pretty good. Chernobylite is a science fiction survival horror experience mixing the free exploration of the disturbing world with challenging combat, unique crafting, and non-linear storytelling. That sounds cool. Play as a physicist, one of the Chernobylite power plant's ex-employees, and investigate the mysterious disappearance of your beloved. Okay, so like a survival horror mystery solving kind of game. Alright, I've got 20 minutes. Think I can do one more chamber? I could probably do one more chamber in 20 minutes. What's this do? Drops... That's going to drop me a cube over there. But I need to fling the cube, looks like. So let's do that again. Okay, now the cube's there. So if I time travel now... Oh, the glass broke. And there's my cube. What does this do? That... Okay. I'm going to bring this one back to the past. Wait. Does that make sense? What did I just... What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, okay, so I gotta fling a cube through there. So I gotta somehow get this cube onto this button. Sorry, the button's there. The question is, of course, how in the heck? Atomic says, "Are you streaming this on Twitch too, Ash?" No, I'm actually only on YouTube right now. I thought about it, but I decided to just go with YouTube for the time being. You pre-ordered Returnal. PS5 exclusive, awesome graphics, auto-aim with bullet hell. That one does look interesting. Too bad it is PlayStation exclusive. You are placed in the boots of Judge, an elite SWAT commander being tasked with defusing tense hostile situations in a morally bankrupt city. We still talking about Returnal there? Or did I miss a message? Oh, Ready or Not. You're talking about Ready or Not. A realistic tactical first-person shooter. Interesting. All right. I will check those out in a little bit. My cube is gone. Alright, the question here is, how the heck do I get in there? Can't place portals. Or do I just have to do this? I can't bring the past cube into the future. So I have to go through the door in the future. I have to access the... Or no, in the past. I have to access the exit in the past. Can't bring that through there. Oh, wait. I can do this, though. There we go. Oh, that was simpler than I was making it. I was overcomplicating. Oh, I have to bring the cube with me, though. I need the other cube. Don't fall in the water. Good cubey. Stay with me. So you go on there. No, wrong. I can't move past... No, I did it wrong. If I move this cube, that's going to kill that cube. Yep. So this is not the cube. This works, though. This works. Because now, I've got my cube right there. So I can... Where'd it go? Oh, I bumped this, didn't I? No. No. Alright. I think I've got it now. So, past cube has to go on this button, and then it cannot move. Then I gotta go get the other one. Alright. There's only one judge and his name is Dredd. You dropped the trailers for me? Awesome, I'll check them out. Anybody out there looking forward to Deathloop? Just curious, because I have... That's one I really like Arcane's games, and so, yeah, I'm definitely interested in Deathloop. No, this isn't right either. Alright, this is going to take some brainolating. No, Atomic is saying that is a game he would get hyped for. I haven't heard anything about a Judge Dredd game. Have you? Has anyone heard anything about a Judge Dredd game? This is not... Or is it going to work? No, it's not going to work. Because if I push this... Nope. That just destroys all my cubes. Okay. Alright, my solution was wrong, so I gotta figure something else out. If I somehow got the past cube... Oh, man. Alright. Let's get past cube again. We got past cube. This button makes that extend. But I can't hit that while standing on the button. I can bring past cube to the future. Or, sorry, future cube to the past. I'm getting them mixed up. I don't know why I keep calling this past cube, because it looks all run down and dirty. I don't know why. And this looks all neat and future-y. It's actually the run down that's the future. Paulie says, looks interesting, but I need to see more of it. Well, I'll definitely be playing it. Too bad it got delayed. Got delayed to September. But yeah, it looks kind of like a mixture of Dishonored and Prey, both excellent arcane games. Funky says, Deathloop has nice art style, but does not seem to be my kind of cup of tea. Yeah, fair enough. I think, yeah. It's a particular genre you have to enjoy like anything. Alright. Can I get past... I don't see how I can. There's no portalable surfaces here. I gotta get one of the cubes over here. Or maybe I do it in the future. If I can get... Nah. So I have to get a cube in here to place it on this button to open the exit door. The only way to do that is to fling it through that platform, but that platform has to be angled by pressing that button. So I gotta put a block on that button. Press. The only way to fling the cube is to drop it into a portal on that platform and have it get thrown through that portal there. So the question is, because I need 2 cubes, so it seems like I have to have it in this timeline, but like in this past timeline, that's the only way I can bring the future cube to the past. I cannot bring the past cube to the future, but if I move the future, or if I move past cube at all, then future cube just up and vanishes. This one's got me flummoxed. Atomic says, Rebellion Studios have the Judge Dredd game rights, but nothing on the radar. Oh. Only thing we got for Judge Dredd was the 2012 movie reboot. actually have not seen that. I like the detail they put into this. You see the cubes flying through the tubes through the wall there. The machinery's still working in the future, but yeah, the alternate versions, past and future, very, very cool gimmick for this game. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Oh, wait. Wait. Do I see it? Do I? This seems way too simple. I suppose it's possible I'm way overcomplicating it. Can I push this button and get over to that button fast enough before that retracts into the wall? Ugh. Nope, apparently not. If I love Cyberpunk, I need to watch Judge Dredd. Alright, I'll check it out. See if we can find it. Try again. Try again, you're saying. Try again? Yeah, the thing is... it doesn't... Is there a count? Is there a timeout? Or a delay on this? Doesn't appear to be. The delay timer is for how long before you could press it again. I've got no sprint ability. See, the portal on that disappears as soon as it starts to move. So if I put this on here, like as soon as I pick that, no, not as soon as. Let's see how fast that actually goes. How long after pushing this button does that portal disappear? Like instantly. It's instantly gone. So that, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, what the hell am I missing? If I could bring past cube to the future. But I can't. I can only bring future cube to the past. Yeah, the portal vanishes, so that's why that makes it not possible. Which, I mean, it'd be cool if the portal could just stay put there, then the problem would be solved, but... So the question is, how do I get... Yeah, what on earth? How do I do anything here? Because as soon as I do anything with past cube, future cube will disintegrate. So I figured out how to get in there. Do this. And then do this. Now I'm over here. Now I can put this on this button. All right, let's see if we can figure something out here. And now I can go back over this way. If I walk through here, my portals will disappear, but my cube will still be there. The question is, see, if I bring Future Cube back here now, I could take it over there and drop it through, but it won't have the momentum to get flung all the way over here. You know, there's no... I don't see anywhere I can jump down, anything like that. Now I could bring past cube... I could bring Future Cube and push it on the button. But then again, as soon as I move past cube, Future Cube vanishes. All right. Yeah, take care, Atomic. Thanks for dropping by. I've actually got to end the stream here in about 2 minutes. Got to go get kids from school. This has been a lot of fun, though. This game is awesome. Thinking about doing a walkthrough for it. If I can ever solve this puzzle. So... Can't you just go... In past, can't you just go through the orange portal? What do you mean? This it's in the past. Yeah, I can go... I can go through here now in the future, but this doesn't do anything for me. In the past, if I go through the orange portal... Yeah, see, if you mean to bring it here, like, I could bring it here... Well, I can't get a portal onto there from here. But say I were to drop it through here, it would just pop out and fall right in the water. Like, if somehow I've got to fling it across with that button held down. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe... Am I understanding what you mean? Oh, there's my... There's my alarm telling me it's time to go. Yeah, it might... If I was able to make portals... If I was able to have both of those portals there, push the button, run through the blue portal, I might get onto the platform. No, but then I'd still have no portal there. I need the portals there and there. Okay, well, clearly I've got my work cut out for me with this one. This one's the first one that's really stumped me so far. It's probably some simple solution I'm not seeing. But anyway, yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for sticking around and contributing your thoughts to the Bethesda discussion. And yeah, let me know if you enjoy this style and format of stream. And we're going to try to do more of these. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I was thinking about starting to do one of these every Monday. Just play whatever, talk about whatever. And it'll be, schedule permitting. Anytime I've ever committed to doing streaming in the past at a regular regular streaming schedule, it always something comes up to inevitably mess it up. So maybe if I don't... So, yeah, I'm always hesitant to commit to a schedule, but we'll see. This has been a lot of fun, though. If you're a Portal 2 fan, check out this game. It's called Portal Reloaded. Check out this mod. It's free. You have to have Portal 2 in order to run it, but it's 100% free, community made, and it's pretty fantastic so far. I think I'm about halfway. There's 25 chambers, and I'm on 12, but they're going to get harder, so it's going to be, they're going to take longer and longer and longer. So, yeah, it's pretty decent size. So if you enjoy it, check it out. I would recommend it. All right, everybody, take care. I will talk to you again soon.